Jeff starts now.
I hope you remembered to turn back time. If not, I'm sorry, but you missed Ellen. But this show, it's much better anyway. Jeff and I will announce the winners of the pumpkin carving contest. Then Griffin Stroin will join the show to talk a disappointing Sunday for the Green Bay Packers. Man, that defense was shaky. Plus, you'll get to hear all about our collaboration with a local homeless shelter. We'll get to all of that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. We are 28 hours away from polls closing in Wisconsin, though some polling locations still need workers, including the Hodag Dome. It needs 2 more helpers. Plus, the following places need poll workers: the town of Lake in Price County, the town of Argonne in Forest County, the city of Antigo in Langlade County, and in Marathon County, Brighton, Edgar, Mosinee, and McMillan all need workers. Newman Catholic football has called off the rest of its season for COVID-related reasons. The Wausau School was getting ready to play its final game of the regular season this Friday against Gilman. Newman Catholic had just taken over the top 8-man football spot in the state and looked like they had a chance of winning the title. They were 5-0. Tickets for the 2021 Hodag Country Fest are now available. The ticket buying process is contactless at the moment. You can either go to hodag.com or to that number at the bottom for tickets. And a reminder, 2020 tickets and camping permits are valid for the 2021 festival. By the way, Darius Rucker will still be the headline act on Saturday. That whole festival runs from July 8th to the 11th. The Wisconsin State Patrol stopped a vehicle transporting a snowmobile. Sounds harmless though, right? Well, take a look at how they set it up. This is not how you transport a snowmobile, folks. The car was pulled over on Highway 63 in Polk County. That's on the western side of the state. The Department of Transportation wrote on its Facebook page that if you're transporting equipment this winter, you are advised to safely haul it secured on a trailer or in a truck. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, happy Monday.
Hey Dan, happy Monday. Well, most polls open at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it's going to be a beautiful day at that. We'll have lots of sunshine tomorrow with temperatures back up near 50, so no weather excuse not to vote tomorrow. But today, another really nice day too, right? Lots of sunshine out there with temperatures that are doing this outside today. It's 50, 47 now, it was 50 earlier, with a west wind at 13 and a dew point at 25. This is not very November-like, right? But we are just getting started. Hold on. 50 in Wausau right now with south breeze at 10, making it feel like 50 as well. So this is above average temperatures, but look what's going on to the west of us right now. Those are 70s to near 80-degree temperatures building across the Midwest right now. And guess what's coming our way? Probably not 70s and definitely no 80s, but we're going to make a run for 60s going forward. Outside right now, it's 47 in Rhinelander, 48 for Antigo, 49 for Stevens Point. So these, though, are going to change as we have warmer air on the way, beginning as soon as tomorrow. You ready for the trend? 58 tomorrow, 59 Wednesday, 60 on Thursday, and then we stay there into the weekend before it looks like we're going to pay for all of this next week, probably Monday into Tuesday, as a big pattern change comes our way, much colder temperatures, and most likely some snow back in the forecast for next week. Looking outside right now, though, no snow for us. There are some high clouds out there right now. We'll call it partly cloudy skies tonight, but most of us are just fine this evening. In fact, lots of clear skies tomorrow. As the storm track has shifted to the north once again, this high pressure will stay there. This high pressure will stay there. That ridge to the west, the trough to the east. We are in a good spot and keeping the moisture away for now, and much warmer temperatures are coming in. So here's your forecast then for tonight, though. It is partly cloudy skies to mostly clear skies, and not so cool with low temperatures about where they should be at 29. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
To fix the economy, we have to get control over the virus.
We need increased federal support for testing, doubling the number of drive-through testing sites. It's a simple measure. Everyone needs to wear a mask in public. We need real plans, real guidelines with uniform nationwide standards. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Managing type 2 diabetes? You're on it. You may think you're doing all you can to manage type 2 diabetes and heart disease. But could your medication do more to lower your heart risk? Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease, so it could help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. and it lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
On it with Jardiance.
We're committed to making Jardiance available and affordable. With our savings card, eligible patients pay as little as $0.
Patrick Testin serves and protects the special interests in Madison. After taking thousands from insurance companies, Testin protected their profits, blocking protections for people with pre-existing conditions and voting to charge them more. But Paul Petruski will serve and protect us like he always has. Paul will work to get healthcare and drug costs under control, and he'll pass a law to guarantee coverage for pre-existing conditions. Paul Petruski, standing up for us.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. Jeff, how was your weekend?
Up and down weekend.
Sure.
Some bad news in there. I had a friend whose father passed away,
sorry,
and so that's always tough. But other than that, just kind of taking it easy this weekend. You?
Well, we had a blue moon on Halloween, right? October 31st. First time in, was it 76 years?
Yeah.
I got to look at the moon the other night. Look at that, Jeff. Wasn't that just a beautiful?
Dan, that's a tortilla.
Oh, gosh. I keep mixing up those photos. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, we'll take that off. But I also went hiking this weekend, Jeff. I went to McNaughton. It's kind of near Lake Tom area.
Yes.
And I forgot my hat on Saturday.
Like a warm hat or like a
warm
baseball
hat
hat?
on
Okay.
Saturday. So I went back on Sunday and I found the hat. We got a picture of McNaughton. It's a beautiful place to hike. I'd recommend it for sure. Very easy loops there, and then you can also go a couple miles deep too.
I don't hear much about those trails up that way. Are they beautiful?
They are beautiful, yeah.
Why are they kind of like this hidden gem?
I think that's, well, actually, when I was there this weekend, it was really busy. There's a lot of people there.
Maybe it's just me then.
Some people do know about it. Jeff, we have some winners. We got a lot of emails. People were like, why didn't you talk about the pumpkins on Friday? But I wanted to announce them today.
There they are.
Michael is a winner. I took a poll from the newsroom. I asked everyone what their favorites are. Michael's is one of the favorites. We'll go to the next one here. This one, Bailey and Charlie. We're going to give you a pie, too. I hope that's okay that you can share one. People really like the Lorax.
It's a full pie
that
they can share.
was peeked out. Then our third one here, Brian and Mary. That's our third winner. I hope you guys are okay
love that owl.
sharing a pie. So thanks so much for sending those in. That was really fun.
You're making people share pies, Dan. We have a budget for this show. You can afford to buy some other stuff.
Jeff, what should we do next? I'm just going to ignore what you said. Jeff, what should we do next?
Well, next up is what? Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. We can do some Thanksgiving things.
What can we do with that? I got to think about this. Then Christmas.
I think new snow is going to fall soon. I think we can go back to some
well,
snow
not this
pictures
week,
for
but
a
next
little
week for sure.
Okay. Right, because it's mid-40s, right?
No, 60s this
Oh,
week.
no.
Dan, you're not paying attention again.
Well, I was
60s
focusing
this week,
on
40s
other
next
things.
week, and 30s.
Jeff, we are, like I said, 28 hours away.
Oh, is it here?
From the polls closing.
Is it here?
I feel like I waited so long for like years, and then now it's just like that, a couple months.
Yeah, like all of a sudden it's here. Like the polls open at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
There are so many tight races and well fought out races, by the way. The debates that we hosted here and other stations as well. Certainly, you have a choice to make between what you want to go forward, and that decision gets made tomorrow by you at home. So, here's your chance to be a part of democracy and to do your civic duty and to get out there tomorrow. Now, keep in mind, the poll lines might be longer tomorrow than usual. It's a presidential year. But then again, a lot of people already premature voted, right? We got ahead of this beforehand with the pandemic going on. So what are your thoughts?
There's a lot of races out there besides the presidential race, so do your homework. There's also a lot of uncontested races up here, but those down ballot races are really, really important, so make sure you learn up on those before you head to the polls.
Yeah, it always amazes me the number of people who don't know who represents them. Right,
yeah,
in the
crazy.
area, not just around here, places I've lived at 18 cities. It's most people are attracted to, of course, the top of the ticket, right? That's the shiny object. But there are a lot of things that are going on down ballot that impact our lives every day.
Definitely.
You need to be a part of, and this is your chance to do that tomorrow.
Definitely. All right, well, Jeff, I want to introduce you and our viewers to a cool kind of term. Have you ever heard the term Bellwether County.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
you know about this.
Yeah.
So there's a couple bellwether counties in Wisconsin, and they pretty much predict who's going to win the presidency.
They have a history of predicting.
That's a better way to put it.
Yes.
So we'll take a look at this graphic here. We have 3 bellwether counties in Wisconsin. We got Forest County. Well, okay, sorry. There's 3 in the northern half of the state. We have Forest County, Lincoln County, and Sawyer County over in the west. That's Hayward. So those first 2, the winner of that county, if that makes sense,
Yes.
has won the presidency. So Obama won both Lincoln and Forest counties in 2008 and 2012. He went on to win the presidency. Similarly, for President Trump, he won both those counties in 2016, one in 2020. That goes back to 1992. And when we talk about Sawyer County, it's double that.
Really?
So
That
the
long?
last 14 winners of Sawyer County have won the presidency.
Have predicted who the presidency goes to. Okay.
Which is
so.
crazy.
Who do you have in the newsroom watching that county tomorrow to figure out what's going on?
Well, interesting development this year is that, well, this election cycle is that Democrats usually did pretty well in urban areas and rural areas. Usually the suburban
rural,
sites were the Republican, stronghold, but a little bit the Republican stronghold has shifted to rural areas, and suburban people are more likely to vote Democrat this cycle. So those 3 counties could be wrong.
That surprises me because President Trump's base is what? It's non-college educated, usually white males, right? And so you say that is being eaten away at by Democrats in the rural
Well, those people
areas?
generally don't occupy suburban areas. They're in the rural areas.
Got
So just kind of an interesting factoid there. It's probably not going to mean much, but pretty interesting. We got a couple other different things here, excuse me. Wisconsin polls just came out recently. We got Siena and Emerson College. Those are the 2 new ones. They both predict Biden with a big lead, at least +7. We got +7 and +11. So that's pretty much the trend we've been seeing. We can see a lot of polls there. So.
Which, by the way, these polls numbers feel like they haven't changed for 8 or 9 months.
Right.
Is that what you're seeing too?
Yeah, it's been pretty astounding that it's been so level this whole time.
So we'll see what comes true tomorrow
Yeah.
to see if polls just got to blow them up, right?
Right.
Because that may happen with the results tomorrow.
Well, Jeff, we just need more time to talk
We need
elections.
an hour to
we
do
always
this.
run out of time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back after the break. Griffin Stroin is going to join me in the studio. We're going to talk about a big Packers loss on Sunday. That's just in a few minutes.
America was built with hard work and big dreams. But for decades, Joe Biden sold us out to China. Soft trade deals, weak appeasement, by accident or worse. Biden shipped tens of thousands of our jobs overseas. As president, what makes you think he'd be any different? America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Menards has everything you need to make your home a better place to live. Save today on the top name brand products you know and love, like Tide, Bounty, Swiffer, Gillette, and more. Right now, get 11% off on all Procter & Gamble products. Eliminate musty odors with a Damp Rid Moisture Absorber. They're perfect for basements, closets, and more. All Damp Rid products are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Every child deserves to be loved, hugged, and to have a voice. And as a foster parent, we live that belief. Sometimes well-meaning government regulations do more harm than good. Nobody would listen to us, so I called Senator Patrick Testin, and we took on the whole Madison bureaucracy. We wrote a bill to fix a major glitch in the Wisconsin foster care system. My name is Dana Kaminsky, and I know a lot of children's lives will be better by the work Patrick Testin and I have done.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. A lot of Sundays were ruined yesterday in Wisconsin. The Packers lost to their rivals, Minnesota Vikings 28-22 in Lambeau. To break it all down for us, we're joined by sports reporter Griffin Stroin. Griffin, how are you doing?
Dan, couldn't be better. My Spartans got a dub against the Wolverines on Saturday.
Well, let's focus at the matter at hand, Griffin. No one cares about your Spartans, frankly. Let's talk about the Packers. And I was right. The Packers defense, not sneaky good, straight up bad, especially Dalvin Cook. Made the D look silly yesterday.
All right, I'm not going to lie, Dan. The defense didn't have their best day. But granted, Dalvin Cook is one of the best running backs in the game. And the Packers knew what they were going to do all game. They were going to run it. They just couldn't stop it. It isn't the first time that these two teams have faced each other. They played week 1. Dalvin Cook cooked him in that one. In this game, more of the same. 30 yards, 163 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Packers only stopped him behind the line of scrimmage twice, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then 11 missed tackles. You know, you remember that Kamara run that happened earlier against the New Orleans Saints? A lot of missed tackles, and a lot of them, again, with another great running back.
I feel like you didn't really address my thing here. They're not sneaky good, Griffin. I know you've hung to this whole time, but man, you can't still feel that way after yesterday's game, can you?
All right, sneaky good is maybe an overstatement, but I'm not going to give up on the defense yet. I feel like they can improve, and they'll do it very quickly. They only forced 1 turnover in the last 4 games, which was a fumble against the Texans in garbage time, so it doesn't even really count. And 4 turnovers the entire season is the only they've forced. They got 25 turnovers all of last season. And Kirk Cousins had all day to throw yesterday. No pressure on him. He could find whatever, Justin Jefferson, tight ends, anyone. And then only 1 sack on the day as well. I mean, if they want to force some of these turnovers, they got to get pressure on the quarterback, and that's a huge way that they're going to try and do it. But I'm not going to give up on the defense. It's still early. It's still young. They can make it happen.
All right, Griffin. Well, the NFL trade deadline is tomorrow. Do you think the Packers can make any moves that could improve the team before the deadline ends?
Yeah, so we saw it. Dalvin Cook was all over on the defensive line running, and so getting someone on that defensive line would be smart. But also on the offensive side, they need weapons. Davante Adams has been phenomenal. Him and Rodgers have just been on a completely different level. And both tight ends yesterday, Robert Tonyan and Jay Sternberger, they had huge games. But once again, those wide receivers just aren't getting it done. All of the wide receivers only had 1 catch.
Besides Adams.
Literally, all of them only had 1 catch. So to make a trade to get a playmaker on the outside, like a Will Fuller from the Texans, or maybe a Golden Tate from the Giants, literally anyone who can get out there, make the defenders miss, and then, get more passing yards for Rodgers besides Adams.
All right, for Packer fans, you never want to see them lose, especially to a rival. Are there any positives that we can take away from this game, Griffin?
You always got to take something positive away from a game, even if you are losing to your rivals. But, for me, it's the tight ends. Robert Tonyan and Jay Sternberger had big games, like I said, and those are players that Rodgers will have to look to in the clutch besides maybe Adams. And here we go again, Adams on the field. Dominant his last 2 games. He's got 20 catches, 250 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I mean, the guy's on another level right now. Players are coming back to, hopefully, Aaron Jones, the running back that they've been missing, David Bakhtiari, Christian Kirksey on the defense, and then Allen Lazard, one of those wide receivers that hopefully will get back in the groove and, take some pressure off Rodgers.
All right, and running back, by the way, A.J. Dillon tested positive for COVID, so that's someone we'll be missing with those people coming back. So thanks so much for joining me, Griffin. I love your positivity. I think I need some of that, too, after last game, so I appreciate you.
Hey, no problem.
All right, we'll be right back after the break. We are going to go to something I filmed earlier with WJFW anchor Peter Dubois. We're going to talk about a fundraiser that we're starting with a nearby homeless shelter. That's just in a few minutes.
Just a small town girl.
Hi, this is State Representative Rob Swearingen. Northern Wisconsin is a great place to grow up and call home. It's where I met my wife, Amy. We raised our daughters. We've run our restaurant for nearly 30 years. We've faced new challenges as a state this year. And as your representative, I've worked hard to help our communities and families get through them. It's an honor to bring our Northwoods values with me to Madison. On November 3rd, I'm asking for your vote for Assembly so that we can continue working together to get things done. Paid for by Friends of Swearingen.
I'm running as a proud Democrat, but I will govern as an American president. I'll work with Democrats and Republicans. I'll work as hard for those who don't support me as for those who do. We will act on the first day of my presidency to get COVID under control. We'll act to pass my economic plan that will finally reward work, not wealth in this country. We'll act to pass my health care plan to provide affordable, accessible health care. and we'll act to restore our faith in democracy and our faith in one another. With our voices and our votes, we must free ourselves from the forces that pull us apart, hold us down, and hold us back. And if we do so, we'll once more become one nation, under God, indivisible, a nation united, a nation strengthened, a nation healed. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Lake of the Torches Resort Casino. You can count on us for all the hottest slots inside. Sun-dappled water outside. Enjoyment comes naturally here with abundant home-style foods, the most exciting promotions, and the new Lake Club that rewards you for playing. At Lake of the Torches Resort Casino, expect the best of everything every time you visit. Winning's more fun at the lake.
If you live in northern Wisconsin, you know just how brutal the winters can get up here. And for those of you who don't have a place of your own, getting through the season is much more challenging.
That's right, and the COVID-19 pandemic is not making things any easier. Many people in need rely on the Northwoods Alliance for Temporary Housing, or NATH, for a warm place to sleep. Here to talk with us today is NATH Director Tammy Modig. So good morning, Tammy.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, NATH Frederick Place has been helping people overcome homelessness for 10 years. In that time, what have you noticed about the need for temporary housing here in the Northwoods?
We have noticed that the need continues to be consistent. We average 10 to 12 individuals on any given day who call Frederick Place home, and that has been pretty consistent. We have certainly maxed out at our 16 and gone below that at times, but the average still seems to be very consistent.
And Tammy, how much does it cost to house someone for a day or a week? And what is that money, really used for?
Well, right now for the 2020 annual budget, it's costing us approximately $50 a day per resident to stay at Frederick Place. That includes the shelter itself, that includes their utilities, their meals, their personal essentials. We have 24-hour staff there. We provide case management to them to support them, to help them work on their self-sufficiency goals. So that $50 a day certainly provides quite a bit.
And Tammy, you guys rely on regular fundraising and donations in order to do what you do. How has the pandemic affected those regular fundraising efforts?
Well, we've been able to get a few of our fundraisers off at a much smaller level, but we have had to cancel about 5 actual fundraisers. We have at minimum 1 fundraiser a month. Our current annual budget for fundraising is $100,000 a year, and we're about $10,000 below that already. And of course, we still have 2 more months to go where we would have typically done fundraising.
That is tough to hear, Tammy. I'm so sorry about that shortfall. But thanks for joining us today and helping us spread the word.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We wanted to help out the Northwoods Alliance for Temporary Housing by raising some money for them.
That's right, and that's why today we're starting our No Shave November fundraiser and friendly competition.
That's right, we are asking you, our viewers, to help us raise enough money to house someone at the Frederick Place for 2 weeks. That's a total cost of $700.
And in the meantime, we'll be growing out our facial hair in support of the cause. So the sooner you want to see us shave, the sooner you should donate.
We've set up a fundraising page on our Newswatch 12 Facebook page and website. That's where you can donate any amount. Any amount makes a difference.
And as a bonus, the station has graciously agreed to match our donations up to $700. That means with your help, we can pay for someone's stay for an entire month.
Thanks for watching, and if you can, please consider donating this November.
Hi, I'm Chris Core from Langlade Ford. When I want the forecast for Antigo, I go to WJFW.com for my hometown forecast.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com. ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor, have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
While America's cities burned, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris fanned the flames, refusing to strongly condemn violence, supporting bail funds that help let rioters, looters, and dangerous criminals out of jail.
Joe Biden's silence speaks loudly. He doesn't have our backs.
In Joe Biden's America, we'll all be in danger.
President Trump will keep America safe.
If you support the police, support Donald Trump.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Hi, my name's Chad. I went and saw a neurologist and had several MRIs, and they found out that I had spinal neuropathy. The neurologist at the hospital decided that the only treatment was medication. I didn't find that acceptable, so I called Spinal Aid to get a free consultation. After working with Spinal Aid, I'm able to walk, I'm able to sleep, I have balance, my overall comfort of life is 100% better.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. The Spinal Aid Center of Wausau can help relieve the symptoms of your neuropathy. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation.
All right, Jeff, so we launched that fundraiser earlier today. Okay, let's see our progress so far. We're trying to raise $700 this month.
Look at that. You met your goal in one day, Dan. So
I'm speechless.
So, nice job. What are you going to do without that? What are you going to do?
Okay, well,
you raise the goal? What
first off, I just want to say $700, that's matched very graciously by WJFW. So we just raised enough money for one person to stay at Nath Frederick Place for an entire month, and that makes me very happy.
But wait, doesn't this keep going though?
Well, that's the thing. I texted Peter, to see what we're going to do next. We have to raise the stakes, right? We have to try to raise more money for this great organization, but he was asleep.
Oh, well, yeah, he works the morning show. He gets here at 11 o'clock at night. So okay, we'll look at that again tomorrow.
We'll have an update
Wednesday.
on that.
Tomorrow's a little busy around here.
Right.
So,
weather, Jeff. We got about 20 seconds here. What are we looking forward to?
Fantastic. This whole week going to have temperatures near 60, lots of sunshine. It looks like, though, we're going to pay for it next week as we return back to winter, probably some rain and snow and colder temperatures. But until then, this whole week is going to be fantastic. Feel more like October versus November.
All right. Thanks, Jeff. We'll see you next time.